Yeah. It's a party. Next Sunday. It's in Decentraland. They're gonna be selling NFTs and parcels of land. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you everything you need to know. Let's go to Decentraland. Welcome back to another episode of your Digit Hustle News. Ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we're going to be talking Decentraland, okay? Because they're throwing a party next Sunday, which will be the first of its kind in the Metaverse. Also, we'll be going over the Spark token airdrop because I know, much like me, you two have been waiting entirely too long for this to happen, okay? Also, we're going to be going over a Bank of International Settlements report that seems to indicate that XRP and Ethereum holders are smarter than everyone else on the planet. And then finally, we're going to close with a story coming out of the Vatican, of all places, because there's been some, as they put it, high-risk financial activity being, it's happening in the Vatican, okay? All of that and more is going to be in this video. But before we get to it, guys, if you would, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more global crypto adoption. And with that being said, let's get straight into the information. So let's talk about Decentraland, okay? Next Sunday, they're going to be hosting a festival called To the Moon. And I love how that's been popping up everywhere in pop culture recently, okay? If you're not a wrestling fan, then you may not know that there's a certain superstar on a roster for a company, and his catchphrase is "to the moon." And I find that quite funny because they often drop little hints that their superstars participate in cryptocurrency investments, but that's a whole different subject for another video. However, this festival will be hosted at Known Origins virtual headquarters within Decentraland and will feature performances by electronic music acts including UK, SNBRN, Fred Thirst, aka Dr. Fresh, Autograph, and Win and Woo. So, got some nice headliners, guys. There's going to be at this world's first virtual music conference. Now, I highlight this to show you guys again because this is a form of adoption. It's a form of crypto adoption. It's gonna reflect the future of entertainment. Okay. That's why I pay attention to projects like Decentraland and Sensorium and Engine, because video games dominated the last decade. So, of course, all of your entertainment, video game, metaverse related projects are going to stand out to me. But there's also going to be some more goodies that are going to be available at this festival, including NFTs and parcels of land for sale. Okay, so Decentraland events, guys, they tend to be pretty big and they tend to do well for Decentraland's price. Although a lot of assets have been down, due to Bitcoin's correction over the last few weeks, Decentraland has, for the most part, remained pretty stable because, keep in mind, it's a utility coin. Okay, it's a utility. So that's highly important. Now, gonna get over to this next story. We're gonna discuss this Flare airdrop because I remember when it was first announced. Okay, we had months to wait after the announcement. Then it happened. Everybody rushed to get their XRPs onto exchanges so they can catch that snapshot. XRP even had a little positive price action because of it. Now, months later, months have passed. Okay, everybody has been asking, where are the airdrops? There have been certain exchanges that have given people partial of their Spark token airdrops, and I believe that if you're using certain hard wallets, you've been able to get your airdrop. But everyone else, we're just still waiting. Okay, I know I'm still waiting. It's been so long to the point where I honestly don't remember where I held my XRP then, but hey, moral of the story is this: we got an update on the information. and I'm going to give it to you, okay? So, Flare Network's much anticipated airdrop to XRP holders appears to be set in stone, with a final plan for distribution confirmed, okay? So, here's their plan. Now, once the network goes live, Flare says that each eligible holder will immediately receive 15% of their claimable Spark tokens and then claim an average of 3% per month, carrying on for a minimum of 25 months with a maximum of 34 months. Flare says the slow rollout is designed and is to trying to prevent excessive sell pressure or other negative effects on the Spark token. Now, I understand that logic. Makes a lot of sense because, of course, people have been waiting for these Spark tokens to drop for well over a year now. They're instantly going to sell. Of course, they're going to take profit, okay? Because the profit, the gains that people were expecting, it's so much speculation about the gains that people were expecting, guys. But it goes on to state that it has always been our stated position that the best people to provide capital to underpin trustless issuance of FXRP on Flare are the people who own XRP. The only way to achieve this fairly, in our opinion, is the distribution of Spark in a slower pace. So, essentially, guys, we're going to get our Spark tokens very soon. But when it happens, it's essentially going to be a slow rollout process. Okay. There's still no exclusive dates set in stone. However, those details at least bring us a little bit closer to a final answer. So I'm anticipating at least before the end of the year, we'll have our airdrop, guys. Okay. And also don't forget too, Litecoin in the fall is also going to be added to these series of airdrops, as well as Stellar Lumens. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Now, next story. We're talking about the Bank of International Settlements, guys. You know I'm going to keep an eye on the Bank of International Settlements because they're the leading bank. They're the central bank of central banks. And it's all the central banks that are bringing in money into the crypto space. So why not keep an eye on them? Okay. Now, this story, courtesy of the Daily Hodl, says that wealthy and highly educated investors are buying 2 altcoins over Bitcoin. Those altcoins, Ethereum and XRP. Now, the Bank for International Settlements says rich and educated investors prefer buying 2 large cap altcoins over Bitcoin. The new report states that amongst various cryptocurrencies, owners of XRP and Ether are the most educated, while those owning, and please don't get offended, LTC holders, those owning Litecoin are the least educated, with Bitcoin owners ranking in the middle. Cryptocurrency owners have a household income level higher than average, with owners of XRP, Ethereum, and Stellar Lumens being the wealthiest. Now, I've read this report, guys. Stayed up late last night reading it. Actually, it's a 58-page report, and it's filled with complete, what's the term I'm looking for? Thought speak. I don't know if I got any 1987 fans in the audience, but it's written in a very authoritarian language. But the data that they provide is quite interesting. Basically, the report summarizes the investment behavior of what they call retail investors in the cryptocurrency space, okay? And they are surmising, well, their initial theory, what they looked to address was, do people go to cryptocurrency out of fear of fiat currency? And they actually proved that that's not entirely true. It's actually more so to do with level of income and level of education. So the smartest people in cryptocurrency are, of course, investing in the financial projects like XRP, XLM, Algorand, so forth and so on. Okay. While Bitcoin appears to be the mainstream coin. Okay, the one that everybody goes to because that's the only one that everybody knows. Now, some more interesting numbers that came out of that report, and these numbers will indicate how early we really are. How early we really are, guys. 1.4% of US citizens as of 2019 know about Bitcoin, just Bitcoin. They only know what Bitcoin is. 1.4% out of 350 million people in the United States, only 1.4% know what Bitcoin is. We're not even talking about the rest of the cryptocurrencies. Okay? So let that show you how ahead of the curve you are if you have a very diversified portfolio, or if you're even holding something besides Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin. Okay? We are so ahead of the curve right now, guys. Now, the rest of the information in the report is very insightful as well. Of course, I'll put a link down to it in the description if you guys want to check that out. But I want to get to the closing story for the video, guys, because it's hilarious to me, quite honestly, because courtesy of CNN World, this literally hit my news feed this morning, blew my mind. Okay. Vatican indicted 10 people, including a cardinal, over an international financial scandal. Okay. I just want to read the quote. I'm not even going to give you the names or any of that because that's not important. What is important is the quote I'm about to give you. Okay. Now, here's the quote I want to leave you with, guys, in this video. All right. The alleged illegal activities found by the investigation regards investments using charity money into extremely high-risk financial activity for personal gains, which include an investment in the fossil fuel industry Angola that amount to more than 200 million, according to the report detailed from the Vatican News. Now, the investment into the fossil industry, of course, that was a cover-up. That's not considered extremely high-risk financial activity. What has been considered extremely high-risk financial activity? Cryptocurrencies. Okay. So, again, I'm here to give you global adoption. And now they're trading probably meme coins in the Vatican and making millions and millions of dollars under the guise of the Almighty, which is very, very questionable to say the least. But with all that being said, guys, that's all I got for this video. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more global crypto adoption. Let me know down in the comments if you like this new format. It may not have been the smoothest the first time around, but I plan on doing this a lot more. Okay, so with all that being said, guys, you know what I'm going to tell you. It's not going to change. Have a great day. Have a prosperous day. Most importantly, make that money. I'll see you in the next video.